How's it going, everyone? Bass here. So the Green Bay Packers just got some much-needed help on the defensive line. The Packers have just signed former Seahawk and former Chief defensive lineman Jarran Reed. It was just put out in a tweet by Tom Pelissero, and it states the Packers are signing defensive tackle Jarran Reed. Per source, he was there on a visit today. So it seems that visit did go well, and the Packers did sign Jarran Reed, and the Packers had an extreme need at defensive line. There is no denying that. Reed gives Kenny Clark some help down low in the trenches finally. And as for Reed, he was selected in the second round of the 2016 draft to the Seattle Seahawks. And then last March, he did end up signing with the Kansas City Chiefs after being cut by the Seahawks. Now the Packers. Reed is a 6'3", 306-pound defensive lineman, and in his career, he has totaled 169 pressures, 30 sacks, 128 stops, and 5 forced fumbles. And then most recently in Kansas City, he totaled 28 pressures, 3 sacks, and also 28 tackles. And I think Reed can slot right in next to Kenny Clark along that defensive line, and it really just gives them a needed veteran along that defensive line as well. This also kind of doesn't force Green Bay to use one of their 4 top picks on a defensive lineman. Obviously, they have 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders. This doesn't force them to draft a defensive lineman with one of those. Now, before the signing, yeah, I think they 100% had to. But now, necessarily, they don't have to, although they still can. Like, if Jordan Davis or Devontae Wyatt are sitting there at one of those picks, they should still do that. But now going best player available or say wide receiver and prioritizing that because now that is the weakest spot, that's more likely. And I really wanted the Packers to sign a veteran defensive lineman before the draft, so I'm really, really happy with this signing. The Packers only had 4 defensive linemen on the roster before this signing. They had Kenny Clark, Dean Lowry, TJ Slayton, and Jack Heflin, and that's really only 2 guys with any meaningful snaps in the NFL. But as I said, they should still draft a guy in this draft no matter what, just to add more to that depth. Like, you never have enough guys in the trenches, and you can never have enough guys to rush the passer and stop the run. And it really seems Goody is really just trying to keep building up this defense to give Aaron Rodgers, again, a very solid defense. We saw their potential last year after signing, Devondre Campbell, Rasul Douglas. Gutekunst brought both of them back. Now he's adding more talent to that defensive side. We'll have Jair Alexander back, and then obviously a plethora of draft picks to most likely use on more defenders as well. But that about does it for this video. I want your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you happy with this signing? I surely am, but just leave that down in the comments below. And if you are new here and want more Packers news, analysis, and updates, make sure to go click the subscribe button below. And then please leave a like on the video as it supports my channel a ton. But that about do it. I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.